Now I vividly remember recording that track and playing that first riff, just hearing it and thinking, oh my goodness, that sounds so damn good. It was, of course, with this amplifier, which I am holding. This is my Marshall Jake20 amplifier. Started life as an Origin 20, turned into this absolute beast of an amp. Now, when I posted the original video of the Origin 20 amp, well, I kind of wasn't massively kind about it. Look, the Origin 20 is supposed to, or was supposed to be, a plexi-ish style amp going back to the roots of Marshall. And, well, lots of people said to me in the video comments, you just do not understand this amp. This is a great amp, this sounds like a plexi, it acts like a plexi, the controls act like a plexi. I'm afraid they don't, and the reason I know that is because yep, like I just showed you, that's a picture of my actual plexi. That is a custom built 69 spec Marshall plexi amp. It's a super lead 50 watt and it is freaking amazing. This amp, or the original one, the Origin 20, sounded pretty much nothing like that amp. It didn't act like that amp either. The controls just didn't. So to all the naysayers who said, well, you just don't understand what the original amp should have been like or how it should work, etc. I'm afraid I do. You're welcome, by the way. Oh, we're here to talk about what this amp became, which is the Jake20. Now, the mods I did to this amp were as per Jason Tong from Headfirst Amplifications Modifications. He's a freaking genius when it comes to Marshall amps. If you have not checked out his channel and you want to check out some really, really cool Marshall stuff, then go over to his channel. I'll link it somewhere up here. Can't point right now. I have a heavy amp in my hands, which means that this isn't going to be a very, very long video. Trust me, because this is heavy. Anyways, Jason is an absolute genius when it comes to modifying Marshall amps and restoring them back to stock, especially old ones from the 70s and stuff. So when he had posted about the mods for this, which was a few years ago, I decided that I wanted to do it because I love modifying amps, I love building amps as well, and I have a rack full of amps which I have modified and built. All the amps in the studio which I use are basically amps which I've modified and built myself, so they're very, very personal to me. And I've been revisiting all of my amps recently because I recently bought an IK Multimedia Tonex pedal and I've been capturing all of my amps. And in case you're wondering, yes, tones will be up on ToneNet at some point. I'm going to be selling some tone packs as well because I have done some amazing captures, especially with my plexi, which sounds like a freaking awesome plexi. Anyways, back to Jake20. Jake20 was basically based on the tone of the Jake Ely Marshall amps. So a lot tighter than the original Marshall, has a depth control in there as well, a fixed depth control. There is more gain in this amp than a stock plexi as well. When I did the mods as well, all of the controls started to work as they were supposed to, because the original Origin amp, the controls just didn't do what I expected them to do or what my 69 plexi does. So it was kind of like a bittersweet thing buying the Origin 20 and then trying it out. And, you know, I had high hopes for the Origin 20 and it just didn't deliver, I'm afraid. You know, even with the boost pedal in front of it, it just did not kind of deliver. A boost pedal in front of my plexi, wow, that is an incredible tone. Anyways, the mods that Jason designed for this amplifier basically tightened up the tone, took out some of the low end, also repurposed the tube which dealt with the effects loop and basically made it an extra gain stage, which was just awesome. Now I have restored the loop in this amp via the Headfirst loop board and it works fantastically well now. The original loop didn't work very well either. There were multiple problems with the original Origin 20 amp. Anyways, I love the tone of this amp. It is so saturated, but so defined, so crunchy. It's very, very Marshall, but it's, you know, the best high gain Marshall tone I have ever played. And I've played a few Marshall amps, the DSLs, the TSLs, etc., the JVM, all fantastic amps. But when I play this, there's just something really super special about this amplifier. And it's my amplifier. And you can build one for yourself as well. You can go over to Headfirst's website and actually download the instructions. And trust me, it's a really good mod if you want to start kind of playing around with modding amplifiers and stuff. Now I have a full video showing how I modified this amp. I will link it up there. I can't point right now because I have a heavy amp in my hands. But I just wanted to revisit this amplifier and share the track with you because some people watched the build video. It was quite long, about an hour long, and lots of people probably didn't because of that. But here is the track where I show this awesome amplifier. Yeah, alrighty, let's get going with that because I need to put this down now. It's damn heavy. Alright guys and girls, if you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when new videos are going to be coming out. A huge thank you to all of the subscribers who are already signed up, and a special thanks to my Patreon and YouTube members as well. If you would like to check out Patreon or YouTube membership, there are links in the description box below. You can sign up free on Patreon now and follow me. I use it as my social media so you'll know what is going on in my world and what new gear is coming into the studio. Yeah, and if you want to support the channel further, then you can check out the memberships as well. Alright guys and girls, have a great day. Here are the tones from Jake20. Enjoy!